What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. Hope all you're having a great day so far. Yep, it's still cloudy out here. I wish we had some sun today, but the weather doesn't want to cooperate, so it is what it is. Um, Getting into today's episode of GH, I enjoyed this episode. I will say I didn't, I actually liked it. Um, the Curtis and Jordan scenes I actually liked because I felt like his proposal. This is how I felt. I felt like his proposal was because he thought she was sick. I'm not saying that his love for her is not genuine because I feel like it is. Obviously, I feel like he does love her very much. But prior to him proposing to her, we never seen no scenes of him hinting at proposing or him talking about it with somebody else. He's never even hinted at it. So that's why when he finally did it, when he proposed, it was right after she told him, she might have lung cancer. Well, there's a spot on her lungs, and he thought it could be lung cancer. That's when he proposed. So I'm just like Jordan. I would have been skeptical of it too. It's like, are you proposing because you really want to get married right now, or are you proposing because you think she's sick? I thought the same thing. I mean, who wouldn't really think that? You know what I'm saying? Because he never hinted at it before. He seemed like he was cool with just dating her right now. Like they were just cool being boyfriend girlfriend. And then you come out of the blue with this proposal, you know. But she got a call from the doctor. The doctor told her that there's nothing wrong with her. It's not cancer. There's nothing wrong. It could, she felt like it could have just, she could have been coughing because of the dust from the earthquake and stuff like that. Um, listening to Jordan today, when she first started giving her reasons why she didn't want to get married right now, at first I thought she was just coming up with a bunch of excuses. But after hearing her towards the end, I realized what she was saying was so true. Because you got to think she's been married before, and the marriage ended horribly. Her husband died. She cheated on him. The baby, her son wasn't her husband's son. It was a clusterfuck. So she feels like she wants to avoid that this time around if her and Curtis ever did get married. But she was coming up with a lot of excuses though, saying how TJ would, if things didn't work out, how TJ would feel about it, how Aunt Stella would feel about it. I agree with Curtis. First of all, TJ's a grown ass man. TJ's an adult now. He's a young adult. So he's not a child. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure he would be disappointed if things didn't work out between Curtis and Jordan, but he wouldn't be devastated by it. Curtis is still his uncle, so he's always going to be in Curtis's life. You know what I'm saying? That's never going to change. As far as Aunt Stella is concerned, Aunt Stella don't like the fact that y'all are already dating. So if y'all get married, it's really not gonna stop her dislike for you any more than she already dislikes you. So what does it really matter? And Curtis already don't care what she think. So that excuse is a little lame. But the other excuses I understand. She just wants to work on herself because getting she's taking marriage seriously. And this is why the divorce rate is so high because people don't take marriage seriously nowadays. That's why people get married and get a divorce within a few months of being married because they don't take it too seriously. She's taking it seriously. She wants her if her and Curtis get married, she wants this marriage to be forever. No divorces, no bullshit. She wanted it to be forever. She wants to be a better wife than she was the first time around. But what Jordan need to understand is you're in Port Charles. Majority of everybody that lives in that town have been married several times, several, to different people. They've all been married 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 times. So trust me, this would be your second marriage. Trust me, you second marriage you will be doing a lot better than most of the people on this cast because most of the people have been married like 13 times. So you're in good company. Trust me. But I definitely understood her reasons for not wanting to do it. I got it. I get it. I felt bad for Curtis because you could see the disappointment on his face. He was very disappointed that she didn't want to get married. But I think he respects her decision. He's definitely willing to wait, until she's ready. And I'm pretty sure a few months down the line, they probably are going to get engaged. A few months down the line. Um, it was good seeing Lucas today. See, here's my issue. How come we get to see Brad and then we don't see Lucas? Now, when we finally see Lucas, we don't see Brad. What the hell is going on here? How come we only get one or the other? Like I find it totally ridiculous. Is it a scheduling conflict between the actors or something? Because how come we're just getting one person and then a few weeks later we get the other one, but we don't get the other one? You know what I'm saying? Like we just getting one. Why can't we get both of them in a scene together? Like, is there an issue with the actors scheduling? What is the problem? I just want to know. Like, how come we're not seeing them both? I really want to see this storyline play out on camera. That's the fucked up part. Because this storyline is very interesting. You know, them trying to adopt the baby. I want to see it play out. And I'm pissed that we can't see it play out. We got to hear about it. Or we got to see one of them talk about it. It's like, come on, I want to see it play out. But it was good to see Lucas. You know, him and Julian had a good moment, a good father and son moment today. I hope at some point Julian could be a part of his kid's life. You know what I'm saying? But after all the bullshit that Julian pulled over the last couple of years, I understand why Sam and Lucas want nothing to do with him. I get it. But I hope that he can rebuild his relationship with them, get their trust back, you know, and it's going to take time. And Julian, I'm pretty sure he knows that. You know what I'm saying? But it was good that Lucas at least still calls him dad and you know, they're getting to a decent place right now. And I hope that at some point he can get there with Sam. Um it was so funny because when he mentioned Sam to Drew, you know, he was asking Drew about Sam. I agree with Kim. I felt like he was kind of doing that on purpose. When he saw Kim and Drew come into Kelly's together, I think he kind of threw Sam's name out there to be funny. But I think he genuinely wanted to know where she was, how she was doing. I think he genuinely wanted to know, but I think he was also trying to be a little shady too. Um, I can't really see Kim and Drew together. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I can't really see them together. I don't see the real big chemistry. I see a little chemistry between them, but can I see them together long term? Probably not. Probably not. I do like her a little bit more with Julian than I do with Drew. I feel like she has better chemistry with Julian. That's just me, maybe, but I see the chemistry between her and Julian. Um, but it was nice of Drew to text Oscar to see if he wanted to go hiking, do some father son stuff together. Cause Oscar is pretty happy about this article that he wrote for the school paper and stuff like that. He's very proud of it. I think it was a good topic, and he sent a text back to Drew letting him know he would love to go hiking with him, and he also sent him an attachment of the article, and Drew loved the article as well. And that made Oscar even more happy that his father approved of the article and he liked it and stuff like that. So I like that they're getting to a good place of bonding. What we need now is for Jason to get his ass back to Port Charles so he can start bonding with Jake and Danny because I want to see more of him getting to know his kids. He's been away from them for 5 years, so it's like I want to see him get to know his children. We get to see Drew getting to know Oscar and stuff like that, but I want to see Jason get to know his two sons. You know what I'm saying? Like it's time for him to get to know his children instead of traipsing all around Switzerland looking for Heinrich. Um, him and Sam, they keep talking about fate and stuff like that, bringing them together. I feel like it's not really fate because I feel like it's forced. That's how I feel. Because you got Carly running around town telling them they need to get back together, they still in love. You got Spinelli orchestrating some shit so that way they could end up in the same place at the same time. It's not fate, it's forced. You know what I'm saying? That's just how I see it and how I feel. At this point, if they get back together, they get back together. I really don't care.
New message is
Um,
received from Terry.
so if they get back together, they get back together. If not, it is what it is. I'm not really, things have changed in the last 5 years. You know what I'm saying? So, I tolerated Jason and Sam before when they were together, because they didn't have children at that time, so it was cool. But now that things change, it's like, life moves on. So I'm not really gung ho about them getting back together. If it happens, it happens. I'm not mad about it, but I think they should both move on, but that's just my opinion. Um, so yeah, I'm not really gung ho about the two of them. I could care less, to be honest. But anyway, Finn and Alexis, them in this little non-relationship that they're dealing with, I'm like, I mean, they get together. They get together. I'm kind of over him and Anna right now because of the whole high school back and forth bullshit that they've been doing. So I'm not really mad if him and Alexis start to become a couple. You know, I before I saw them as just friends. Before I seen them as just friends. Now it's like, it wouldn't be so bad to see them get together. And it was so funny because Julian went up to her door and he saw the two of them having sex. I said, "Oh shit." Ugh. I mean, Julian, I know he gonna be jealous and hurt, but just not too long ago you was banging out Kim in your little apartment over the bar, so you can't be that mad. I feel like him and Alexis need to have a seat. And I don't mean that figuratively, I mean that literally. They need to sit down, air out their feelings. He need to tell her 100%, I want you back. I want to rebuild our relationship. And she needs to tell him how she really feel. And if she don't want to go back to him, they both need to walk away. She could go be with Finn. He can go do what he got to do. That's just how I feel because all this back and forth, Alexis running around pretending like she don't care about Julian no more. She don't got feelings for him. You a damn lie because I see it in her face. She was all jealous every time she seen him with Kim. She was jealous. So you can't tell me that them feelings don't went away. Now, as far as her wanting to be with him, having feelings for somebody is way different than wanting to actually be with them, which is true. But I mean, she just need to make it clear what she really want, and he needed. I mean, I'm pretty sure she already know how Julian feel because he made it no secret he wanted her back. So it's in her court. But I guess she's decided to move on with Finn. But I just don't want to see her and Finn get together, or for them to break up later because she's still in love with Julian and want to be with him down the line. We've already been there and done that with Sam and Drew. We don't need another repeat of her mama doing the same damn thing. Cause I can't take that again. Like people just need to be a little honest about what they want nowadays instead of all this back and forth BS. Like that's all I'm saying. But it was it kind of sucked to see Julian had to watch them do to do. I was I was like, damn, you just had to walk up to that door at the most inopportune time, didn't you, Julian? Damn, bruh. Kind of felt bad for old boy. But anyway, y'all hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about today's episode, and I will see y'all all tomorrow. Peace. See y'all tomorrow. Have a good day.